Welcome to a new video and a new trap. And the game started with e4, c5, knight c3, and this is the closed Sicilian. Knight c6, g3, this is the g3 variation, g6, bishop g2, bishop g7, d3, e5, f4, d6, knight h3, knight g to e7, castles kingside, castles, and f5. And always in this kind of positions, the f5 move is a kind of threat or a problem for a black player. So now maybe it's better for black to play f6, and he will suffer some kind of passive position, and he committed to defense. But in the game, he played g take f5, and this looks like a standard move or a natural move, but this is a bad move in this case. E takes f5, bishop takes f5, rook take f5, now sacrificing the difference. Knight take f5, and bishop to e4. And now with this move, white start his action and his attack against the black king. Now there is many responses for this move. One of them is knight c to d4, and this is not a good move. It's a little bit inaccuracy or a bad move because of queen to h5, now threatening the knight on f5, and if the knight on f5 moves, then checkmate. Queen to f6, knight to d5, attacking the queen, queen to g6, and now maybe knight to e7 check, forking the king and the queen, knight to e7, bishop g6 and f6, f take g6, and this is unclear, but it looks like it's a good position for white. Maybe queen to d1 after queen to g6, h5, knight or c3 first, queen to g4. Black insists on exchanging queens. This is excellent move for black in this variation. And in this analysis, knight to f2, excellent move. Rook a to e8, c3, expelling or attacking the knight on d4, knight to c6, knight to h1, intending queen to f1. And all these moves are analysis, not in the game. And maybe knight to h6 after bishop to e4, and this is also a bad move, knight to h6, because of maybe queen to h5, d5, knight d5, f5, bishop to h6, f take e4, bishop take g7, king g7, knight h5, queen d5, queen h7, king f6, h4, knight d4, rook f1 check, knight f3, and king to g2, and this is winning for white. And all this is variations are analysis. So maybe bishop take h6, bishop h6, queen g4 check, king g7, bishop g7, and the queen to f5, rook e8, rook to f1, rook e7, knight g5, queen d7, queen h7 check, king f8, queen to g6. Notice that f7 is pinned, and still slight advantage for white in this variation. Okay, last one, last variation, last analysis variation. Knight g3, h g3, f5, bishop g2, queen a8, knight d5, queen g6, and queen to f3, and also slight advantage for white. In the game, black choose to play the bad move knight f to d4. Notice that this diagonal should be blocked. Queen to h5, now threatening checkmate, and if rook to e8, queen h7, king f8, bishop to g5, queen d7, knight to d5, uh, attacking e7, rook to e6, rook to f1, knight c2, bishop g6, knight d4, bishop h6, bishop h6, and queen to h8, checkmate. And this is analysis. In the game, black thought that his defense is adequate and enough. f5, blocking the bishop. Bishop to d5, now check. King to h8. Knight to g5, now threatening checkmate. h6, and now queen to g6, and this is the final blow, and black resigns in case of h take g. Now queen to h5, and this is checkmate. Check, take, takes, and checkmate. And this is our game for today, for this video. Be careful with your moves, and in this variation, in this kind of position, the bishop on e4 is very dangerous, must be blocked, and do not play something like knight f to d4, opening the bishop and letting white access to his target on the king, on the black king. So thank you for watching, and see you next video and next trap. Bye.